that I don't think has ever had an intro.
It did for a little while.
What was the intro?
You had your little helicopter thingy.
Oh, well, that was only for like the first episode.
There's a couple episodes.
Well, okay, I've got it. Welcome to PokeSurvivor, the show where two trainers and 24 Pokemon compete to be the very best.
And everyone dies.
And everyone dies. I'm Pegasus, here with my co-host Poke Ranger Pat. How are you tonight?
I'm doing all right, Peg. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty okay. I thought I was going to be doing Sleepy Cast, but I'm not as sleepy as I thought I was.
Man, it's only 10:30.
Well, I'm one of those teenagers who likes to sleep a lot.
Yeah, doesn't mean you can't stay up a little bit.
It's a big 50-50 split between the teenagers that sleep forever and the teenagers that don't sleep at all.
Yeah, that was I was the one that didn't sleep at all. I'd go to sleep at 1 in the morning after a baseball game, be up at 5 for stuff in the morning.
I
and
end
be
up
fine
like
for the rest of the day.
School has trained me to wake up early, no matter how much I wanted not. Like, I'm like, no, but my body just won't go back to sleep, even though it feels like it wants to. I slept until 10 today, and I was very happy about it.
I think I managed to stay in bed till like 9:30 today.
All right, so
it was definitely needed.
Into the show, which means it's time to describe our weeks in gameplay. Now, Patrick, how was your week?
Well, garbage.
Garbage.
It was garbage. So, we spent the beginning of our week going through the standard, go get the Pokeball or the package for Oak and get your Pokedex.
Give Oak the GS ball.
Yep, give Oak the GS ball. And then we genned in our good kiddos. And we promptly...
Which took like an entire stream, didn't it?
No, it took like 20 minutes, if that.
Oh.
It took like no time at all.
I was obviously tired that night.
You were definitely not paying the most attention.
Not as bad as the next night when I asked when you were fighting Brock and you had already done so.
Yeah. So, we gen in Armon, and we take a look at him, and we're like, all right, let's set us a team. And we grab...
He's not running the Bird Brothers, and I'm very upset with him.
I'm not running the Bird Brothers. Mario and Luigi are not on the squad at this moment.
Only Mario is, right? Or did you take him off?
He's on the squad. We'll get there. So, we decide to grab our boy Stefan, the Cubone, and then we realize he only has Growl. And that's it. That's all he gets until level 10. So we're switch training. We're switch training all of our people because they're all like level 2.
Uh-huh.
And then we're talking with Peg in the chat.
That was good. I like talking to my buddy Pat, so it's nice to be in chat.
And then Electabuzz died.
Yeah, that did happen.
And I was super not happy about it. Because Electabuzz was going to be so good, and I've never used a Gen 1 Electabuzz before, and I was so happy. And then he died. To a freaking like crit gust or something.
What?
I was so upset.
What?
So then we grabbed Voltorb because that's the only other electric thing we have left. And God knows it takes forever to level 2. But eventually, it's going to be a very fast stab thunder electrode.
So
and it's going to be wonderful.
Just a real quick tangent. I went to go open the sheet so I knew my Pokemon and all their nicknames. And I accidentally opened the sheet from PokeSurvivor Season 0. And I was like, what the fuck?
When did I get all these water things?
Since when did Chimecho exist? Not fucking Chimecho. Chincho exist.
That's next season. It's close enough.
I don't know if I'm bringing back. I don't know if I'm bringing back the Lantern Tribe for Gen 2.
I mean, you'll see what happens.
I might just have to do the Golem Tribe for the good of good old Armstrong.
You'll see what happens.
Yep.
But anyway, so we grabbed out our Voltorb, and we ground our way through. Finally got Cubone up to level 10 when he learned Bone Club. He's useful now.
Oh, good. That's good.
Took our Snorlax and just murdered our rival. That took
Rip in peace.
exactly 3 headbutts.
Rip in peace me, because I'm pretty sure you named him after me.
No.
Well, I did.
I don't remember. Oh, the rival? Yeah. Rival was definitely you.
I think I named my rival after you too, just to match you. I don't remember though.
I think you named it Brad. I don't know. But we murdered our rival.
He
and
is
we made
my
our way.
real life rival, so it's a good rival name.
Yeah. We traveled our way up, what is that, Route 2? Through the Viridian Forest and back into Route 2. And then ran around and did a bunch of grinding to get our team up to a decent level. And then we took on Brock. And let me tell you what, Snorlax is a god.
And I'm fairly sure I was unconscious during that whole fight.
Yeah, you just kind of disappeared for like the 15 minutes that it took.
Did you not hear any snoring? Because I feel like you would have.
I wasn't paying attention, and I didn't hear any snoring offhand.
I'll go back to the VOD and see if I can hear faint snoring while you're fighting Brock.
But we used our good boy Snorlax to headbutt down the Geodude, and then his Onix got off a couple of screeches, and that was terrifying. So we switched into our Voltorb and sent a screech out at him, and then he tackled us, and it hurt a whole lot. So we switched over to Spearow as he bited, and we got off. We actually ended up getting off 4 Leers, so he was down to -6 defense. Brought our Snorlax back out and headbutt him, and that only did half health. And so we headbutt him again, and he died.
Okay. You said it only did half health, and I'm like, was there a horrible occurrence that I don't remember?
No. The only death we had was our sweet boy Electabuzz.
Man, when you asked if I was there, I feel like it was one of those things where like I was asleep, but I didn't realize it. So you asked me if I was there, and I'm just like, oh yeah, totally. I've been here the whole time. What are you talking about?
Yep. That does not surprise me. But we did it. Technically flawless gym, hard mode gym. Only
Patrick,
lost.
What are you eating during this audio podcast?
Dinner.
I can just hear you chewing while you're talking on this podcast.
It'll be fine, I promise. But yeah, flawless hard mode gym. Only lost our sweet baby Electabuzz.
Welcome to the PokeSurvivor mukbang.
What was that last word?
Do you not know what a mukbang is?
No, I'm not trendy with the kids these days.
Yeah, it's this new dumb YouTube trend where famous people just eat on camera.
Oh, well. Now I just need to get famous.
It's the PokeSurvivor mukbang. We've done it.
We're getting hip with the chillins.
Well, we'll officially be switching our game of choice from Pokemon to Fortnite.
Still call it PokeSurvivor though. That's our brand.
I mean, That was just the name for the first episode. It's still PokeSurvivor.
Whatever. Close enough.
Close enough.
So, my week went horribly. How did yours go, Peg?
Mine went just swell, Patrick. Nothing bad I can tell you. I started up the game, grabbed my Pikachu, which I get to keep. He walks behind me and he's cool. I genned my other 11 Mons, and I just grinded up to level 8, and then I took on the rival, and then I killed the rival. I went through the forest. There were bug catchers. They didn't stand a chance. I went to Pewter City. I killed the gym trainers. Then I grinded. Then I fought Brock, and I realized something. Hard mode for me, literally zero risk. Let me tell you why. Brock's only attacking moves are normal type moves. And let me tell you, I totally forgot to tell you what my Pokemon. So I'm going to do that right now. So Mr. Pegasus, that is me, I went with a Disney naming theme for my 12 boys and my 12 Pokemon, just to tell you what they are and their nicknames.
Disney with an asterisk.
Yes, I have 2 Marvel names, but Marvel is owned by Disney, so it counts. I have my good old team cap. I'll say my party first, and then I'll say the 6 that are in the box. I've got my good team captain, Thanos the Bellsprout. I've got Goofy the Shelder. I've got Mulan the Hitmonlee. Past the Gastly after the Ghost of Christmas Past, but I realized that Genie would have been a much better name, so that's getting changed when we get to the name rating. I've got Mickey the Pikachu, and I've got Simba the Nidoran male. Sitting in the box, some of them forever, some of them very temporarily. Sebastian the Paris. Nick the Eevee. My screen has gone dim. I need to unlock it again. Yeah, Nick the Eevee. After Nick Wilde from Zootopia. Carpet the Oddish. Am I still in the call?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
I was working on dinner, so I muted myself.
Good. Thank you. Launchpad the Rhyhorn. After your good man Launchpad McQuack. And Strange the
Who?
Abra. You don't know who Launchpad McQuack is?
No!
From DuckTales!
I never watched DuckTales. I didn't watch anything. I didn't watch much of anything as a child.
Launchpad McQuack is from DuckTales, and he's also in Darkwing Duck.
Sure. I'll take
He's
your
the
word
best
for it, because I have
character
no
of
way
all
to
time.
prove you wrong.
And Strange the Abra after Doctor Strange. So yeah, he's coming out of the box next week. He's just sitting there right now because Abras can't do shit. But next week he'll be a Kadabra and he'll be murdering Patrick. So yeah, one of those Pokemon is a Gastly, and ghosts are immune to normal, guys. So I went to that gym hard mode and just la-di-da'd my way through, nightshaded everything, and it was done. Just hard mode victory, no risk at all, except for Bide. But Gastly was faster, so I could gauge a Bide and just switch out and then switch back in. So yeah, that was my no risk hard mode.
That's
Perfect.
garbage.
Perfect. So
Actual garbage.
I believe on the week I'm at 70 points, and I think a death is minus 20, right?
Yes, I'm at 50.
You're at 50, so we're at 70 to 50 right now. But that could change. Because
Sure.
I think now sure. I think now it is time for PvP.
Yep, that does sound about right.
It is time to do a murder upon each other. Or more accurately, for Peg to do a murder upon Pat.
Yeah, because God knows I can't do a damn bit of anything. Well, how about you pull your game up?
Didn't I win every PvP in Season 0? But it was like...
That's not saying a whole lot.
I know, but like it was by like the skin of my teeth every time.
Yes.
I remember very clearly critting myself in confusion once.
That was hilarious.
What's your showdown name, Pat?
I got the challenge.
Alright.
Gen 1 OU. You're not Ubers, right? None of your shit's Ubers.
No, why would it be Ubers?
What is Gen 1 Ubers?
I don't have a Mew or a Mewtwo, Pat. That's literally it.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
I also forgot about no team preview.
You forgot about what?
I forgot about no team preview.
Yeah. So.
Did you also do that? It
no,
sounded like you had a reaction.
I don't actually care. I'm fine leading whatever I have. So.
All right.
Starting off in the yellow corner is this fucking Bellsprout. His Peg and his Bellsprout Thanos. And in the other yellow corner, the Dandelion corner, is me.
It's the
with my Voltorb.
No, because of the stark difference in like how good our teams are. There's the bright happy yellow corner, and then there's the piss corner.
I refuse that. I will be the mustard corner.
Mustard is great.
Yes, it is. But it's a darker yellow. Anyway, so let's get this started.
Yep.
And Peg switches out for Gastly and gets screeched by my Voltorb.
I've been screeched at.
And Voltorb comes back for Spearow, who gets Confuse Raid.
Have you not nicknamed any of your Pokemon in Showdown? Has this happened?
I don't ever nickname things in Showdown.
Yes, but you have nicknames in the... I'm not gonna fight with you. Just please do that in the future, please.
Why? Why?
Because they have nicknames in the series, and they're supposed to be the same Pokemon.
They are. I'm just lazy.
Well, don't be lazy.
I could get away with it. I wouldn't nickname them in game either.
Just don't. Please nickname them next time. I'm not gonna make you like redo it or anything. Just nickname them next time.
Fine. What are you gonna do?
Let's find out. It's a good question that you posed.
Get on there. Ooh. I see a Pikachu that got smacked by a peck.
For 16%.
16%.
Gotta remember them percents there, Pat.
Yep. And Pikachu attempted to Thunder Wave, but I switched into Cubone. And was immuned out.
Unfortunate.
Yes.
I almost switched into Gastly because of Levitate, which does not exist.
Levitate does not exist. So Peg switching out of that Pikachu into Mulan, his Hitmonlee. My Cubone, Stefan, used Bone Club and hit for, what was that, 36%?
Yes.
A strong 36%.
I thought that fighting resist ground.
That's a negative on that, Chief.
Thought that I had in my brain. Does ground resist fighting?
That is also a negative, Chief.
Okay, good. That I would have been real upset.
So Hitmonlee uses double kick, hits twice for 19% health.
Yeah,
but Cubone comes back with that Bone Club and hits Mulan for 37% of its health. And Mulan goes back to the double kick and gets a crit. And destroys my Cubone.
I literally was ready to sacrifice Mulan. I'm like, I don't need him. I need damage on this Cubone. But I just murdered. I did a good murder.
That is most unfortunate.
I'm proud of you, Mulan. I'm very proud.
Mulan uses double kick on Spearow, doing a total of 80%. But Spearow comes back with a peck and destroys Mulan for 27% and kills it.
Sexy.
And out comes the Gastly, who uses Nightshade. Why did that actually hit me? I'm a normal type.
Nightshade works on normals in Gen 1.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's why
most unfortunate.
That's why Gastly's so good in Gen 1.
Well, Gastly destroyed my Spearow because apparently Nightshade is broken, hitting Spearow for 20%. And I sent out my Horsey, who gets immediately Confuse Raid and hits itself in the face.
I love you, Gastly. I love you so much.
Gastly uses Lick, gets the paralysis with 8%, and I hit myself in confusion. Alright. And hits Nightshade for 35%, and I get paralyzed and can't do anything. And Nightshade kills Horsey. And at this point I can just forfeit because wait, that's weird.
Wait, what?
It's still, nope, there it is, it's normal. Showdown was showing Bite as a dark type move.
Okay, that's weird, yep.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, did I screw something up? Anyway, Growlithe came in.
Hi, Growlithe. How you doing there, buddy?
And has gotten confused. And has hit itself in the face.
For 21%?
21% of its own freaking health.
That Growlithe is strong.
And gets licked for 13%. Loses the confusion. Roar does not actually switch you out.
Yeah, that doesn't do that in Gen 1. Roar is just for wild Pokemon.
Garbage. I'm not used to Gen 1 mechanics.
You should be. We did it we finished Gen 1 we didn't finish Gen 1, but we
didn't finish Gen 1. And I didn't keep Roar on anything.
I guess you're right.
I understand it says no competitive use, but it still has things. And we get confused again and hit ourselves in the face for 21%. And we get licked for 13%, and we get a bite off for all the immune damage it does. And licked for 13 and paralyzed. And we kill ourselves with confusion.
I love this. I love this so much.
And I'm faster than you. Got that screech off. It missed though. And your Nightshade does 36% of my health. Have a screech. It actually hit this time. Nightshade does 36% to Voltorb. And guess what? Tackle is immune. So it doesn't do anything. And Nightshade kills us. And Snorlax, my last Pokemon, comes out.
Oh boy.
And we get Nightshaded for 19%, and our Headbutt is immune. And there's no real reason to do much of anything. He is slowly whittling me down 19% by 19% with Nightshade, and I can't hit him at all. So that's going to be a win for Pegasus, eventually, someday. Whenever this actually finishes.
I think this is the happiest that I've ever been on a podcast.
Yep. And there's the win for Peg.
Just gleeful murder. It's so good. I love it. Good game, Pat.
Bullshit.
Come on, you gotta show that showdown etiquette. You gotta say good game, no matter how not good of a game it was.
Good game, Peg.
Okay, so where does that leave us? I don't know how much PvP is worth offhand. So where does that leave us?
That leaves us. That's not what I needed to do. That's fine. Let's see. PvP win is currently worth 30 points, which puts you up to 100 points at twice my current score.
I love this. Oh,
And
Patrick.
I am most displeased by the fact that you got the only ghost in Gen 1.
Also, Patrick, I just realized we screwed up our own shtick. Nothing dies in this series, despite what we said in the intro. They just get voted off the island, you know?
Whatever. I no
Like
longer have.
Like your Electabuzz did.
I no longer have an Electabuzz, and that is all I care about.
It was voted off the island. Very unfortunate.
One of my strongest people was taken out early, sabotaging my own team.
Before we end the show, because I think it's only been like a half hour long, what are your future plans for your pokes?
Murder them. That sounds about right.
I mean, I can do that for you.
I don't need help, I promise.
Every single week. I mean, every single cycle. Yeah, by the way, official PokeSurvivor announcement. We're switching the show to bi-weekly, because Pat.
Because I'm an adult and have things to do.
Because Pat is an adult and has things to do.
Yes.
Now, bi-weekly show, so you can look forward to it every other Wednesday, or whenever Gingy gets
Wednesday?
it out.
I didn't know we were putting things out on Wednesday.
Yes, we are, every Wednesday.
every other Wednesday. All right.
So,
you have any plans that you're going for, Mr. I have an entire OU team in my lineup?
Well, something's coming off the team for Strange, and it's a hard choice to make.
No, it's not.
What's your take on it then, Pat?
Well, actually, no. You know, who's probably coming off is that Shelter.
But Cloyster is so good.
You're stuck with a Bellsprout, and Hitmonlee is good against Snorlax. Or else it'd be Hitmonlee easy. Right off the bat.
I'm blocking double poison, so Simba could also be on the chocolate block.
Yeah, that's possible too.
Simba, who didn't even come out during this match.
Peg, you literally only needed one Pokemon. And it was Gastly. Especially when you murdered the only thing.
I definitely needed more than one Pokemon, because you had a Cubone, which could have killed my Gastly, so I needed my other Pokemon to kill that Cubone.
Yes. And Horsey decided to kill itself.
Which means I had 5 other Pokemon to kill the one Pokemon that was a threat.
Yep.
So yeah, my future plan. Strange
all
is
the
going
garbage.
Probably for Simba, because I run Nidos way too much. And I already have a good poison type in my Gastly. So yeah, I'd say that Simba the Nidoran's coming off the team for now for good Strange, because Kadabra is a murder monster. And Patrick, I didn't use the randomizer because I have trading options, but I will wait until the level that they evolve at with that, if you can find that for me.
I believe the answer is 37.
37? Alright.
Yeah.
So it'll be Kadabra for a couple of cycles until cycle 5.
I know when I did that, I didn't get him until just before Koga.
Yeah, that's cycle 5, because Erica and Koga have
It's like a 20 level gap in between them or
an
something.
18 level difference in this series.
Close enough.
And they have a 21 level difference for real though, but Koga and Sabrina are equal, so we had to chalk down Koga's level limit just by a couple.
Yeah. Yeah, 'twas necessary.
I know you're real scared of that Koga. He wiped you last time.
Okay. Yeah, no, that'll be. I have no idea what I'm gonna do against anyone.
You just need to learn. You just need to learn the hard mode's not an option in some places, and burn that venom off to the ground with your Beowulf.
Maybe that might be the end all. That might be it. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
Just burn the moth. Just burn it. It likes bright light. Just show it a light show and then make it die.
Or maybe I'll be dead by then.
That is also possible, but I hope not. I hope this series does run its course.
Because Cubone does not appreciate a mega kick.
No, it's not.
Nor does he appreciate a bubble beam. Nor does Growlithe. Nor does Charmander. Pidgey and Spearow do not appreciate Thunderbolt. Neither does Krabby, or Psyduck, or Zubat, or Horsey.
Oh no!
Cubone does not appreciate a pedal dance. None of my people appreciate anything.
You have Bird Bros. That's pretty easy for you.
I mean, if I want to actually win, I'm gonna have to hard mode things because God knows you are just able to hard mode everything.
I used my birds to hard mode Erica. I just used normal moves on them. That's how I did it in the World Tour. I brought my Pidgeotto out of the box just for that battle, and I used my normal type moves on Pidgeotto and Fearow.
I mean, yeah. They still don't appreciate getting smacked in the face.
I mean, by grass?
Yeah.
They don't really care.
You think that, and then you remember that Spearow is a glass cannon. And Pidgey's garbage.
Okay, Pat, we're just gonna have you stop roasting the Bird Bros and just
stop being depressed. I am picking apart my own team.
Oh boy.
And I mean, looking at your team, let's see. You've got easy water counters, easy Bellsprout, Shelter.
Wait, does he get wrapped by the time I fight Misty?
I'm sure he does.
Wrap.
You've got easy Raichu counters in Nidoran, both of them.
Oh yeah, I do have to. I'll definitely have to pull out Simba just for that.
And Rhyhorn.
Oh yeah, I think Rhyhorn's coming on
everything.
Rhyhorn's definitely gonna have to come on the team too. I think Pikachu might end up on the chopping block, to be real.
Erica, she'll be easy enough. You've got a bunch of options. Gastly can just sit there and Nightshade. Quad resist those, or at least double resist all the grass and poison.
I was about to say, I don't think. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about grass, and I'm like, I don't think that Ghost resists grass.
No, it doesn't. You get to do the same thing in Koga's gym.
Ooh.
You've got Abra to take out freaking what's her face, Sabrina, and Rhyhorn will do a boatload with Stomp.
Let's just be real for a minute, Patrick.
I'm gonna lose. You're gonna win. I'm gonna wipe by Koga.
Okay, I didn't mean that real. What I was going to say is that we don't have to get so in depth with our gym answers, because the real answer to every gym is rap, 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 rap.
I mean, the real answer is I should have lied when your team came up and switched your people. That's the correct answer here.
You probably should have.
I'm not allowed to have more than 2 OU mon. You're not allowed to have Abra and Gastly on the same team.
Yeah, okay, Pat.
You're just not allowed to have a team.
I just had to stop playing.
Yes, you're not allowed to get any points. And I can continue playing.
No points, no Pokemon.
And I will finally win something.
Patrick, let's be real. You're going to win every gen after this.
I mean, that is the intention, but my track record isn't so great at the moment.
Season 0 was a farce. That was stolen from you.
Season 0 was frustrating, to say the least.
Yeah, Fantina did not do you a good.
No, Fantina did me a murder. And laughed in my face while doing so.
And I never got to enact my crazy plan to sketch a ghost type move and fight her with Smeargle.
I mean, that would have done a good bit. You probably wouldn't appreciate a magical leaf, though.
Yeah, probably not.
All right. Well, I think that brings us to the end of the show.
I think it does. So.
It's a short week, therefore a short show.
Seems to be the case. All right, Patrick.
Yes, Peg. Did you mute yourself again?
Sorry, real life things. Where can our listeners find you?
Right now, our listeners can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/PokeRangerPat. I also have a Twitter. It does exist.
Yeah. Also, when are you streaming for PokeSurvivor? I forgot the obvious question.
I'm getting there. Relax. We'll be streaming tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Pacific time.
What?
Tomorrow is Monday.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when I normally stream.
I forgot what Pacific time was.
Yes, it's 3 hours behind you.
For those in my neck of the woods, 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Mountain time.
Whoa. You got this on lock.
I want to say it's like 4 in the afternoon Hawaiian time.
You got all those time zones.
What is it? The 2 in the afternoon Australia East Coast time. Assuming Aliara's in East Coast Australia time.
No matter what part in the world you live in, you know exactly when Patrick is streaming on Twitch.
Yes. I also have a Twitter.
Yeah.
I have a Twitter. It does exist.
You have what? You have a what? Whoa.
I've had a Twitter for like longer than you've been on the internet.
Longer than I've been alive, you've had a Twitter?
No, not that long. I understand you're a child, but
when was Twitter founded?
15 years is a little much. I can't say I care.
Okay.
But if you really want to get a hold of me for PokeSurvivor stuff, go at the PokeSurvivor Twitter, which is PokeSurvivor Pod, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. I did post on that for the first episode. And I used the hashtag to try to attract people, and it worked. We got 1 follower.
Nice.
I used hashtag Pokemon to try to attract people.
Whatever works, man.
So that's how it works. If you use relevant hashtags, that's how you attract people.
That's surprising. You use the
I
relevant
was gonna
tags and
do
everything works.
hashtag Pokemon, hashtag Nuzlocke. Then I realized this isn't technically a
Not
Nuzlocke, and I'm
technically a
like, I don't
Nuzlocke.
know.
You could try Nuzlocke variant.
Hashtag Nuzlocke variant, yes, because I'm sure that's a hashtag that people use.
Yep. Where can people find you, Peg? Because we all know you're not streaming.
And also where they can find Pixels Media, the
Yes,
network.
and
But the network that this podcast is still on. It's still on it. It kind of came close to not being.
the viewers don't
I
know that.
do. And I told him on all the other shows just because of how funny it was. How me and Gingy's bad days just collided into horribleness.
Yeah.
I do respect you for just being super ready and just being like, all right, let me fiddle with Audacity.
I mean, I'll figure it out at some point. That is a planned skill to gain.
Now you do not have a big time crunch as you almost had.
Yes. So where can people find you, Peg? And
Right,
Pixels Media.
All right, you can find me on Twitter at Pegasus the Game 1. You can find me on YouTube as Pegasus the Gamer. I have other podcasts, there's other podcasts under the Pixels Media banner that can be found on all podcatchers rather than just YouTube. There's Pixels, Polygons, and Fun, the video game podcast hosted by Gingy, co-hosted by myself. And there's Pokemon Variety Hour, the Pokemon podcast hosted by me, co-hosted by a rotating cast of Gingy, Penguin, and Brad. I do want to get you on that show at some point.
I'm sure I'll find my way there eventually.
Have you in a more casual Pokemon discussion environment.
Yeah, we'll figure something out one day.
Also, not for Pixels Media, real quick, my other podcasts that are independent, Ghost of Gaming Future, which can be found on my YouTube channel, which is where me and my buddies, Jason and Daniel, talk about video games that we have ideas for.
Didn't you put the third episode up last week, and it started last year?
Okay, yeah, this is a weekly podcast that's
actually occasional.
Yeah, it's a podcast that's supposed to be weekly that started in August, and we recorded our third episode a few days ago, so that should be out soon. And I'm sure we'll record our fourth episode in
around Thanksgiving.
August.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys are children. You guys get spring or summer break.
We do. I mean, Daniel isn't a child. Daniel's in college.
He gets summer break too.
Oh shit, you're right. He has a job though.
Well, okay, no summer break for him then. Just a mindless grind.
Coming soon is something that Pat is also involved with, the Pegasus League podcast. Just remember that name because it's coming at you.
One day.
I think we're recording the first episode that I don't think Pat has the time to be in. Next Saturday.
Yeah, no, I will be at work.
Isn't this coming Saturday? Oh, you have extra work, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't this coming Saturday, the 24th?
This coming Saturday is the 23rd.
Wait, no, it's not. You're
lying. Yes, it is.
Patrick.
Because the next Monday is the 25th.
24th is a Saturday, damn it.
No, 24th is not a Saturday.
I've been forsaken.
You've been lied to.
And I've lied to 7 other people.
Yeah, the 24th is a Sunday. I am looking at my calendar.
Including Patrick.
Because Saturday the 30th is a Saturday.
We're not recording on the 30th because I wanted to be out by the 31st.
Yeah, no. You might have to adjust your time schedule there.
I think we're just gonna record Saturday the 23rd. I'm gonna say it was a typo.
Well, I still don't think I
And
can do that
hold
one.
on. Well, I've got more outro things to do. If you want to help Pixels Media financially, there's a couple ways to do that. You can buy a t-shirt on tpublic.com/ppaf podcast 1. That's the URL, I think.
When did you have merch? That's
We've
new.
always had this, Patrick. We've had
You've
this
never
forever.
told me you had
I
t-shirts.
plugged the merch last episode, Patrick. I remember doing it.
I might have been busy with the sheet.
You might
Not
have.
paying attention.
So yeah, that's Patreon. That's next. That's tpublic.com/ppf podcast 1. If you want to donate to the Patreon, you could do that at patreon.com/ppaf podcast, which I think will soon have a stretch goal that if we get $40, we get $40 worth of patrons. We get $40 a month from Patreon. We will launch an audio feed for PokeSurvivor for podcatchers. So if you want to hear this show on your computer without having to use a YouTube to MP3, do that. Donate to Patreon. And once we get to 40, PokeSurvivor will have a feed.
And that'll be real interesting.
Yep. Okay, this has been PokeSurvivor. I've been Pegasus.
And I'm Poke Ranger Pat.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.
Alright, do Craig leave so I can copy and paste it.
Alright, there you go.
Discord. Oh, that's not what I'm doing.
Damn it,